Good afternoon. Welcome to Chiefs Fan Center. Please like and subscribe. 3 out of 3, second in the PSL, and looking to fight for the title. Title challengers or title pretenders? What better game to see that against Sundowns at home? It's the match preview versus Sundowns. Let's dive into the video. So to begin the video off, guys, as usual, we'll be doing a predicted 11 for Kaizer Chiefs. So starting off with the goalkeeper as usual, we'll be going from Brendan Peterson. There's no way that Ndwari and Bruce Vuma will be given a start now against Sundowns. Peterson has been our keeper for the past 4 months, towards the end of last season, in pre-season, and now the beginning of this season. He's been our starting goalkeeper. I'm happy with him, and it's a game where he can actually delay the play where he usually does. He likes delaying the game, delay tactics. So it's a game where it suits him. The Chipezeza from Western Cape. So I think Peterson will have a good game against Sundowns, hopefully. We beat Pirates with him, so we can obviously beat Sundowns with Peterson in goal. Left back, guys, I think we have to go for Bradley Cross. He's improved. He's done well these first 3 games of the season. He even got a squad call-up in the preliminary squad for South Africa. So it means he's in the fringes of the Bafana Bafana squad. And he's been doing well. In a season where we all thought that he'd be benched or be 4th or 3rd choice, where there's McCart who can play left back, where there's Shinga, who's a new signing, and there's Paseka Mark, who's an experienced player from Pirates. So we all thought that it'd be finished for Bradley Cross. But he's done well with his chance, and he's looking like he can be a good player. Paseka Mark was being benched for Cross, and Shinga won't even start the game, I think, against Sundowns, because it'd be hard to call them up against Sundowns the first games or first starts for Kaizer Chiefs. So I think Bradley Cross has done well, and I think he'll maintain his spot against Sundowns. He also did well last season against Sundowns in the semi-final, so I think he can do well also in this game. And then the left centre back, guys, I think I'm going to go for Zita Kwinika. I think he'll be wearing the captain's armband also. With McCarthy, guys, you saw what happened last week. It was a hamstring injury. So I'm not sure how severe it is, but I did my research, and I've been injured before in the hamstring, so I know what it takes, maybe a week or so to recover, even if it's the most severe, the most minor injury, just a small tear. It takes 1 week for you to recover. So would we risk McCarthy against Sundowns with a minor tear? We might, but I don't think Nabi will do that. So I'll go for Kwinika, but it can easily be McCarthy. But the right centre back, guys, I'm going to go for Nelson Miguel. He will be tested. He was very, very important in our cup run last year to the Nedbank Cup, and he's been a very, very good centre back for us. When Dudley got injured, he's the one who stepped up last season. So I'm hoping that he can step up here also in a big game against Sundowns. He did badly last time against Sundowns in the 4-0, got a red card, got booked, and it was bad. And then the right back, guys, Intemnandi Saipinda, Munyane. Let's keep a good thing going on. He's been doing well in his first 3 games for Kaizer Chiefs. His best game was against the previous game against Richards Bay. So I think Tessa Munyane can do well against Sundowns. He's used to playing against Sundowns. He's an experienced player. As long as he is 25, not even in his prime years yet, he's got experience. So I think it's a game where it suits Tessa Munyane. Obviously, I want to see Rufosla play. I think technically Rufoslas are best right fullback all in all, but I think it's a game which suits Munyane, and we can see how he does against the pace wingers or difficult players of Sundowns. And then the CDM, guys, it's a game where you need a CDM. Probably it's a game which suits Oxum Tetwa, but it's also a game where you need a person who can pass the ball also. Yeah, but you're facing Umrembula, you're facing Alende, very good technical players, so you can't be affording to misplace passes and give them the ball and give Sundowns the possession. So I think Ox needs to work on his passing, and then I think he'll have a good game. He can mark the ball, and it's a game where it suits him. I'd honestly play Kele and Ndlovu because it's similar to Yusuf Marked and Kele, the combination where the players can both mark and pass and do everything. But it's a game where we don't need to be too defensive, but where we need to be a bit defensive, but can also have to attack. So I don't think Oxum Tetwa gives you the attacking threat with Kele combined, then more than a Ndlovu and a Kele combined. So we'll just see how he goes Tetwa about his business against Sundowns. And then the CM, the number 8. This is where you see the value of Thabo Cele. these are the games where you see his value. The big games. Even last year when we lost 1-0 to Sundowns at Pretoria, he had a very good game. And usually Sundowns beat us 4-0, 3-0, or even if they beat us 2-1, they dominate the game. But with Thabo Cele, we end the game. He fights with top players like Umrimbola and Makaula and Balsa in the midfield, and you can see that he's a level above the rest. It's where he deserves to be. He's a Kaizer Chiefs midfielder, and a Kaizer Chiefs midfielder should be one of the best midfielders in the country, which Thabo Cele is. I'm surprised he's not in the Bafana squad, but it is what it is, guys. I won't fight. I love Thabo Cele. He's the best player. I won't lie. He's my favorite player in the team alongside Sereno. He is a big game player. And then the number 10, guys, I'm going from Du. I think they'll go from Du. Usually, I'd go for Ngobo, honestly, because he gives us more control in the midfield, and sometimes do ghost in big games. I'd make him do an impact sub. Doing big games, when you look at the derby last year against Pirates, yeah, we were playing right wing, the one in February. He flopped. Hoto dominated him. He's not a winger, also, I understand. And then he doesn't do well as a starter in big games. Look at the derby, look at the Nedbank Cup semi-final, also against Sundowns. He came in as a sub and did an impact. In the final in the Nedbank Cup also came off as a sub in a derby, did an impact. So I think Mdu of the bench will provide you a very, very good option off the bench. Nobody's there for control only when he's off the bench. Mdu can get you the goals and assists off the bench, and in a game where you need to chase. And in the left wing, guys, he has to be rewarded. Captain Sereno, he's done well from the bench over the past few games, and he's also a big game player. You can see his experience, the semi-final of last year in the Nedbank Cup, and net final also, he scored a goal. So he's a big game player, and he needs to start. Gaston Sereno, very, very good player. Off the left wing, he can do something. I don't think he's a left wing at this stage of his career, 34 years of age. He's slowly using ahead of pace every single month. As you can see, he's slowly becoming slower, but technically he's still there. But it's the PSL. You don't need pacey wingers, and Chiefs is known for having technical wingers over the past 10 years. And then the pacey winger, actually, the right wing, it's Lelepo. He's getting better. Very, very good performance. Much better performance against Richards Bay at home. So I think he'll do better against Sundowns also. Yeah, man, I'm happy with Lelepo. And then the striker, guys, even though De Silva's back, it's between him and Da Silva, because I think they fancy Da Silva, the coaching staff, but I think Duba will start. Let's hope he's back. After the goal last time against Richards Bay, he improved his game. Yeah, well, he had a very, very stinker. He had a stinker against Polokwane City. That was the worst game of all time. If it was Christian Sailo, Chivavero, or Dupree having that type of game against Polokwane City, the country would have gone mad. Yeah, well, he got away with murder against Polokwane City, but again, I think he's back. Duba's back. And that is the predicted 11 for Kaizer Chiefs, guys. So, guys, yeah, it's Sundowns, guys. Let's analyze Sundowns and what they are. Last segment of the video. So, Sundowns over the past 8 seasons, they've won the PSL, or 7, I don't care. Since 2018, they've won every single league title. They've won it since. And then they've been in the CAF Champions League final last season, losing in the final to Pyramids and Fiston Mayele. They also lost to Amakhosi in the final of the Kalanogat Cup, not the Kalanogat Cup last year, top 16. And then the past 5 games, they've drawn 3 times and won twice. They've got 4 wins in the past against Chiefs, and then 1 lose, which was the recent game in the Nedbank Cup semi-final. So it's a chance for Chiefs to actually do something. It's a wounded beast. They're not the same as last season. They've lost Ribeiro, Kulisa Mudau, and I forgot who else. Players who want to leave, and Shauli, I think, is on the bench and not playing. So it's a chance for us to actually beat Sundowns in a league game. It's been a long time since we've beaten them. The last time we beat them was when Sereno was still playing for them. He scored against us, and Nukovic and Zuma scored the goals. So we'll see how we go, and that brings me to my score prediction. I think that we'll beat them. No, in my heart, it's 1-0, but I think we'll draw 1-1 at Sundowns for sure. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe. We're out.